In the series of learning programming in C, in this video I am going to talk about what is the structure of C language or program, or we can say what is the basic structure of C program, how program looks like, and how to write a C program. We will also discuss about a simple example of C structure and C language, how to make a program in C language. In the previous video, I have already discussed some basics of C, like what is introduction of C programming and why do you write C program and programming, why we need to learn program, and what are the features of C programming. Now we discuss the basic structure of C program and how you can write a C program in your coding, and what do you have to include when you are making a C program. Okay, see, I am going to discuss about all sessions, but some sessions are optional and some sessions are essential to include in your program. It is not necessary that you have to include all the sessions in your program. So let's discuss about the structure of C program. Before starting this welcome to my channel, Bright Side of Technology. Guys, in the last video you can say C programming, how to, what is the introduction of C programming and how to write a program. In this video I will explain in briefly. So let's see. The first one is a documentation session, or you can say it is a comment session. Here what you include comments means what information you want to include in this session. Like you can see on the screen, first one is author Seema Sharma, and second one is date 5 October 2021, and third one is program for addition of two numbers. What is this mean? This is the author of that programming, who developed that program, and second one, you have developed that program, and date and time of development of that program. Third, let's suppose we take an example like program of for addition of two numbers. You can so you can include in your first session, in your first documentation session, or in your documentation session when you are making programming, you can include author name like your name, like I you can see on the screen, like I include Seema Sharma, so you can include your name in author name, and as well as date and time, and also include a brief description about program. And the fourth line you can see author, before author I write a two slashes. So now these comments are like, you can say, if you this two forward slashes right before the author, then this is a single line comment in C language. And now what is the mean of this line is would be ignored by the compiler. The compiler will not execute this line, the compiler will not convert this line in an object. So you can like structure, you can see on screen, fourth line before author we use two forward slashes. This is a single line comment structure. And if you want to ignore, if you want that compiler ignore all the lines, then multiple lines, uh, then we use, you can see in the last line, two slashes, in the last line two slashes, forward slashes, and asterisk feed, forward slashes you can see in the last line, and then asterisk, then program for addition of two numbers, and asterisk and close two forward slashes. This is a multiple comment. You can if you want to that compiler ignored all multiple lines, then you use this multiple comment. So this is I explained the single comment and also the multiple comment. So whatever comment you want to include, you can include. Is that in single line comment or multiple line comment, it's up to you. So now what is the purpose of include this thing in program? If compiler ignore this thing or compiler will not execute this thing, then what is the purpose of include in these lines in program? It is just for understanding, for future use. Like suppose if anyone wants to use your program in future, and he wants to understood your program, what is this programming all about, then rather than looking at all proceed addition of two numbers, it is simple having maybe 4 or 5 languages, simple or as that you can look at that program, and you can easily figure out that this is a program about addition of two numbers by looking these lines. When you are use this slashes and multiple line comments in the before you making your program, then another user who wants to use your program, then he when he open your program and he or she sees your program in before programming session, then he understood that what is that programming, what is that programming. But actual programs, when they develop software, the programs may be having of 100 lines of program, 1000 lines of program, and by looking at this we can easily figure out that what kind of program is this. But if you look at this documentation session which is above of program, you can easily understood who is developer of this program and what this program is about or what this code all about, just by looking at documentation session. So this is session just for the understanding, and this is completely option when you write or make a program. So next one is link session. Here we include header files like hash. In my screen you can see in the first row hash include stdio.h. In this file, hash is what? It is a preprocessor, and stdio is what it means. The full form is stdio is standard input output, and dot extension is used for because it is a header file. Now this header file is for what standard input output means, for which functions, for printf and scanf. Printf is what? For output, and scanf is what? To take input. Now these both are predefined functions, and where these functions are defined in this hash include stdio.h header file, which is in the first row you can see on the screen. So if you include this predefined function, so you have to include this header file. Why so? Because compiler does not understand what is printf. Yes, we understood printf is about to print a function, but compiler is not having its own brain. Compiler is not understandable to that of this printf mean. So you have to provide that meaning, that code, and when compiler look at that code, then only compiler is able to understand that printf means to print some instructions or print some, you can say, programming. Suppose if you want to add two numbers, then hash only, sorry, suppose you want to add two numbers, then you only write sum, then compiler is not able to understand sum is what. But if you write down the logic or code like sum a plus b, and now compiler will understand, compiler will able to understand that sum of a plus b. Okay, same as the printf also, and then same as the scanf also. You have to define, you have to tell the compiler what printf means and what scanf means, so that meaning in this header file hash include stdio.h, it's already defined. You don't have to need write down the code in your programming. When you are making programming, you directly use this function from C library, which is I discuss about I already discussed in my last video, but you have to include this header file. So in the link section, I already talk about hash include stdio.h, but there is another statement, another structure, which is hash include conio.h. Conio means console input output. This is for what? If you use the function, getch, it is basically to hold the screen or output. When we will discuss of the complete program, then we will discuss what is the meaning of getch. So getch is already defined in the header file of hash include conio.h, and that's why we are used this statement or this header file in the program. Now suppose you want to include some maths function like square root or power of something, then you have to use this header file hash include math.h, because all the roots, all the powers and all the mathematics rules regulations are include in this hash include math.h header file. If you, and let's take another example, if you want to use string functions like strlen, you want to find out length of a string, you want to compare some strings each other, where this definition of this function of code is written in the library string.h. The both strlen, strcmp, first one is used for strlen, used for string length, and strcmp used for when you want to compare two strings each other, then we are use this coding strcmp, and the both are including in the header file string.h, hash include string.h, string.h header file. Okay, you include these header file, then compiler will able to understand that strlen means he will or she will have to find out the length of that string. That is why we include these header files, and this is what link session. Okay, because the linker is going to link this hash, the code in the C library code, means the predefined functions code into your program. Out of this linking and coding process we will discuss when we will discuss about the compile process. So this is linking session when you include the header files. Okay, all the header files, hash include math.h, which includes mathematic rules and regulations, and hash include stdio.h, which includes printf and scanf, hash include conio.h, in which include getch, and hash include maths, and string.h, which includes strlen, strcmp. Okay, next one is, or you can say the third session is definition session. In this session defines all the symbolic constants. Now what does that mean? Suppose I want to write a program, I want to use pi, like pi is equal to 314. You guys all knows about pi. You know the pi mean, pi means 3.14. So I am using this pi in a program, suppose 10 times. I want to use this pi in a program 10 times. Then writing 3.14 10 times in a program, rather than writing this 10 times in a program, what we can do, you can write down here hash define pi is equal to 314. So if you use this hash define method, so whenever in the program this is written pi, suppose 10 times pi written in the program, so everywhere that pi will replace with 314 variable. This is definition section. Okay, next comes to global declaration session. See, in a program we use two types of variable, or we can say function. One is local and another is global. What are those local variable? They can be used within that function only, where you define those variables. Like if I am writing a function void sum, you can see on the screen, void sum curly braces open int a curly braces close. Here I define int a, so a variable I can use only for this void sum function. This is a variable I can't use in main function. because I only define this function in void sum, so I cannot use this function in main function, or maybe another function, like maybe any function of therefore subtraction, therefore multiplication or division, any function. I can't use this a. But here in a program, suppose we have 5 functions and all the 5 functions are using some same variable, that is a. So now you can globally declare that variable. If you want to use that variable in every function, then you have to declare that variable in globally. If you globally declare that variable, you can use that variable throughout the program, or we can say in every function of that program, in main also, in every user defined function. But if you will not globally declare, then you have 5 user defined function like sum, subtraction, multiplication, or any function. For every function you have to declare this function like int a, because this is local declare. But if you will declare here outside these functions and outside main function, then you can use that int a. So function, in every function, this is called global session, declaration or session. So the variable that are used in more than one function in a program, those are global variables. Or you can declare these those variable globally outside the main function. Before the main function you use this variable. As well as with global function, you can declare all the user defined functions. Suppose a function is to find out sum of program, so with the global you can declare that void sum, like you can see on the screen, void sum. Again, a function is look like, suppose subtraction, void subtraction. If you want to include subtraction, then void replace sum with subtraction. This is global declaration variable. Next one is a main section. This section is compulsory, totally compulsory, very important section. This is not an option. And in a program there can be only one main function you use. In a program you can use only one main function. Always control will go, and when you compile that program, control will go to the main function. Okay, how we write main function? In your screen you can see void main. This is body of main function. You can see on the screen, void main, curly braces open, declaration part, executable part, and curly braces close. Here you are write some functions. Here are two parts, one is declaration part and another is executable part. Declaration part, you declare some function like int a, int b, any other variable. And in executable part, it is the logic. You can say logic, like if you want to find out sum, then executable part is sum is equal to a plus b. Okay, next one is subprogramming section. This section you will include all the user defined functions. Like after main, you can write down a user defined function. In this section we have many user defined functions, up to 10. Basically all the user defined functions comes immediately after main function, but that is not compulsory. They will appear any order. Basically we write just after main function, and you call these user defined function in main function, and these are also optional. It's not like that you have to compulsory to include user defined function in your program. But your main function is very important and necessary to include in the program. So remember, when you make a program, you only use one main function in the program. Now let us see an example. Go basically your first program to print hello world, to see how we will print include header files like that hash include studio.h, hash include conio.h, void main. So we open you can see on my screen, you have to install dev C++ software if you want to making some programs in C language. And then we are making a program, hash include as with header files, hash include stdio.h, and header file with another header file, hash include conio.h. And after this we use void main and printf hello world get ch curly braces open. When you use printf, before printf you use curly braces open, and after get ch you close that curly braces. You can see in my video, which is on the screen, you can see how we can write a program, simple program, hello world. So see, we have not include documentation section in this program. We have include link session only. Definition session is not there. Global declaration is not also there, because we have no need. This is a simple program. We no need to include these things. In main also I have only execution part. There is no declaration part. That is fine, don't worry, don't worry. You can see again, I tell you, we have include only link session. Definition session is not there. Global declaration is also not there, because we have no need this. This is a simple program. We no need to include these things. In main also I have only execution part. There is no declaration part. That is totally fine, don't worry. So now we run and compile every session. We will discuss in detail later. Every session we will discuss later about compiler, run, and also. So now we run and compile this program. You can see when we run this program, there is a hello world print on a screen, black screen. You can see on my computer screen, sorry, laptop screen. There is a hello world print on a black screen. So this is the structure of C program. In the next video we will discuss about compile process. Please subscribe my channel, like my videos, share and comment. Next video on, I already told that we will discuss about compile process. Till then, bye bye, take care.